the band as it exists right now is more than gypsy punk.
Gogol Bordello was started to smuggle. That's what your leader said. To smuggle gypsy music into English-speaking countries or something like that. How's that succeeding?
Massively, no?
Yeah, I think pretty good so far. I think, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing good. We've been touring relentlessly for many years, and it's growing naturally, and it's good.
For how long have you been on the road?
Well, the band's been in existence for about 11 years, but I would say we've been touring pretty excessively for like six, 7 years.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, and this tour started on March
25th. This tour started. So.
And it's going to finish in Arnhem, Holland, with Rage Against the Machine next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what have you seen? What has been happening since you started with the gypsy genre? Because you were one of the first to really put it out there in a quite an American fashion, perhaps.
Well, it's not just American fashion.
No, yeah.
No, it's started really not as a trendy thing, but this is an honest thing. Eugene, our lead singer, he has gypsy ancestry, I guess, through his grandmother. So he grew up listening to punk music, and he realized the mix of the two, which is really similar kind of energy, would be a great thing. So he started it from an honest place. Other bands, fortunately or unfortunately, probably think it's a trend, so they're trying to be a gypsy punk band. But the band as it exists right now is more than gypsy punk. It's everything else. We started out like that, and we still have that heavy foundation, but we've grown over the years through travels, through understanding. So we've included a lot of different genres into this collective.
So can you explain what that energy is that punk as well as gypsy music has?
It's it's what you see on stage, right? It's really high energy, great music, great melodies. Comes from the gypsy side, I believe, and then honest performance.
And where else do you see that?
Nowhere. I'm not exclusive to us.
I think it's the a lot of it is the connection we have with each other as well, because we're all from completely different cultures, and that's where our music, that's where the sound is coming from as well. It's like everybody puts their own input. So there's flavors from Ethiopia, from Latin America, from Russia, from America, everywhere. I'm from the UK, and it's everything. So that's what you hear, and what you see on stage is us playing together and us having a really good time, and there's something that just gels,
It's quite a postmodern thing to blend in all these things and create your own.
And it's really natural, it's just something that happens. It's not, staged,
It's not staged,
really
it's not picked. Everybody came into the band so naturally, and that's why we sort of like guard this idea like a bulldog, because we're not trendsetters, we're trying to be trendy. It's really who we are, and this is how it came about. Whatever other people can do with that, that's fine. But the way we are is not, okay, now gypsy punk is the trend, so let's be gypsy punk, or today this kind of music is great, so let's be that. It's really who we are. Everybody from a different place, like she said, coming together and creating great music.
And how much of what you do is New York?
I think that changed a while ago, no?
That's also a melting pot of so many different things.
I think it's just individuality. I mean, if that essence of New York, that kind of wanting to, like having that kind of force, determination, that's that flavor.
Be who you are kind of thing. New York sort of allows for, and it's a melting pot of many different cultures in one place, but sort of gives you a freedom to be who you want to be, because I'm sure there's other people that are like you or would understand who you are, even though it's a small circle. So the band formed in this kind of environment, which really is the key. But who we are right now is more global than just New York.